To better understand this series with many twists, turns, and flashbacks, I will tell you the story in chronological order. Chloe and Nicky are daughters of an alcoholic father. Nicky, the older sister, suffers the worst, including being raped. Later, the father sobers up and improves thanks to pressure by the mother. Chloe was too young to recall much of the chaos, while Nicky struggles with addiction and stays closer to home. And Chloe is ambitious and moves to New York for a career. Nicky marries Adam, a promising attorney, and they have a son, Ethan, but her drug and alcohol abuse worsened. Adam confides to Chloe, which sparks the beginning of their romantic relationship. They also discuss the need for Ethan to be separated from his mother for his safety when a drunk Nicky had left him at the age of 2 by the pool. So Adam drugs Nicky and stages that Ethan nearly drowned again in the pool. This way, he gets full custody of Ethan and effectively cuts Nicky out of their lives with a restraining order. Years later, Nicky, working with a lawyer, uncovers police records that reveal that the drowning incident was fake. Adam marries Chloe, and they raise Ethan in New York. Over the years, Adam's controlling and abusive nature becomes apparent, particularly towards Chloe. He also pushed her into a lucrative but miserable job in the private sector. Ethan begins to have a strained relationship with Adam and secretly reestablishes contact with his biological mother, Nicky, after his grandfather's funeral, using a burner phone Chloe gave him. Adam loved working as a DA, but Chloe convinces him to work in the private sector for the Gentry Group of Bill Braddock to make more money. But this company is engaged in shady dealings like human trafficking, indentured servitude, and manslaughter in the real estate sector. Adam starts working with the FBI as an informant against Bill Braddock. Chloe starts a long affair with Jake, Adam's business partner and their neighbor. When Chloe, as a well-known editor-in-chief, starts to support feminist causes, she gets a lot of hate mail and a hate package from trolls or extremists. Then one day, son Ethan reveals to Nicky that Adam has been abusing Chloe, and Nicky, the protective older sister, drives to Chloe but finds Adam instead. There's an argument and a fight with Adam in which Nicky fights for her life. She stabs him in the neck in self-defense. She then flees, leaving the knife behind. Ethan arrives home a bit after and finds his dad barely alive on the floor. He thinks Chloe stabbed Adam when he tried to abuse her. He messes up the crime scene to make it look like a robbery, hoping to protect her. Then a bit later, Chloe arrives home and discovers Adam's body. In her shock and panic, she gets a lot of Adam's blood on herself. She hides the murder weapon, a knife, because she's worried the fingerprints on it would make her the main suspect. Nicky, with Adam dead, is now Ethan's legal guardian, despite Chloe's objections. So Nicky starts to live with Ethan and Chloe, forcing the estranged sisters to reunite as they try to navigate the crisis. Unfortunately, Ethan gets arrested and charged with Adam's murder. He had lied about his alibi. His DNA was under Adam's fingernails, and he had a burner phone. This leads to a public trial where family secrets are picked up by the media. During the trial, Chloe takes a stand and confesses to Adam's abuse and her affair with Jake, strategically planting doubt about Ethan's guilt and suggesting Jake as an alternative suspect. Jake pleads the fifth to further incriminate himself on purpose. It works, and Ethan is found not guilty. In private, he confesses to Chloe that he thought she was the killer, and Nicky confesses to Chloe that she was the one who killed Adam. Chloe asks Nicky and Ethan to go on an outing so they all get their thoughts straight. Then a panicking Jake visits Chloe. He got fired and is worried Bill Braddock's men will kill both of them. Meanwhile, the FBI agent is blackmailing him to quickly come up with evidence. Chloe starts her clever plan. First, she calls an FBI hotline and reports this blackmailing FBI agent for sexually inappropriate behavior. To stall him, then she has the chief investigator removed from the whole case. She was too close to discovering that Nicky was the murderer. She finds an old case with the help of a hacker to incriminate her. Then she searches her house and finds the files and recordings that Adam was going to hand over to the FBI. She copies all this. Then she visits Bill with the originals to frame him. She acts like a friend who just doesn't want to fight him and just wants to go on with her life, and hands him over all the evidence that Adam found in return for Bob leaving them in peace. She also plants the knife of the murder in Bill's drawer. Then she sends a copy of the incriminating files to the police. This leads to the police getting a search warrant to search Bill's home and finding the knife and the evidence. He's arrested for illegal business practices. Chloe and Nicky reconcile and co-parent Ethan and even write a book together.